back to my journal. So for today's video, as you can see by the title down below, I'm going to be going through all of my artworks that I've pretty much ever done. I'm putting a lot of stuff in storage, so I thought, why not go through all of my artworks from varsity to after varsity, because I have them all in a box. These are all of my artworks, and yeah, I haven't seen these in a while, okay, because they've been sitting basically in the garage. So let's see what this is about. I have my honors in fine arts from Wits, which is really cool, but I basically majored, you can say, in video and sound art. So that was like my main thing. Okay, so firstly we have printmaking, which basically have a piece of material and then you carve into it the picture that you want, and then you put ink on top, and then you put the page on top of that like a stamp, and you like roll it, like make sure like it stamps onto the page, and then the picture comes out. So this is my first artwork, titled Ebung Nandini, which is basically an event that happens in Joburg, and I ended up doing this print of the events. So I used to go to a lot of like events in Bram and stuff, so I really wanted to do like art pieces that showed like current culture using all classic forms of printmaking. So this here is a print of me and my friends, so I turned them all into like different characters almost, and then carved that out into a piece of lino, and then I printed that on this. So this is like an original piece. How cool is that? Ebung Nandini, guys, it's a party scene. As you can see, people are getting lit, they're having a good time. I love this piece. This is one of my favorites for sure. For this one, we were basically told to partner up with someone, and then we cut our art pieces up and then we join them again and then make a new print. Like fine art as a degree, guys, I cannot stress enough how nice it is, because I was doing fine art and then I also did like philosophy. You learn every single medium: video, sound, sculpture, photography. I even made a camera. I made a pinhole camera from scratch using a box. I took pictures, guys. There's just so many like ways that it just broadens your mind creatively. Anyway, whatever. So a print of the city. This is really dope. I like this one. I basically drew on a piece of perspex and then I printed that. So it was like a different form of printmaking. This one, I basically took a piece of perspex, then I filled it with ink, and then I drew in the image. And basically it's the side of a house. I think this one is really cool as well. I love printmaking so much. I have some of the sketches that I did. I think this was like second year, third year. We had to just do hundreds of sketches basically. So I'm just gonna go through these. They're a bit older. This one is a self-portrait that I did of me screaming. I was really obsessed with this like ghost vibe of me coming out from the darkness. I was going through a lot, y'all, but basically I remember this one. I ended up adding these two pigtails because the lecturer said that it wasn't like interesting enough or whatever, and I was really upset actually at that. So then I just made the person a stick man and added two funny things. I was like, I'm not even gonna try, and I was just like so upset. I just made it a stick man. I have so many prints of this, y'all. I also have different sketches to get a sense of color theory and just painting in general and drawing. This was my first oil painting. So as I said, at some point I was obsessed with this dark energy vibe. I was in a little bit of an era. At some point in first year, I was just obsessed with perfect drawings, perfect paintings. I just wanted to paint or draw something perfect, and then I got into these pen art vibes. So I made this out of polka dots basically. How gorgeous is that? That is all ink. I also have some charcoal drawings. This is a room. Sprinkle, why are you climbing in there? Love you. Love you. See you later. Bye later. Okay. Then I did this photo series. It's more like mixed media, but it's basically a photo that I took of my niece and then I bedazzled it. And basically, this series somehow has to do with society and embellishment and the control we have on our appearance, and how at some point we're all gonna look the same, you know, if we all have the same ideals and we have the same access to like plastic surgery, blah blah. Somehow I connected all of these portraits to that. I submitted it and I got a good mark. So yeah, it took forever to get all of these on, but I'm happy with how it came out. I'm pretty sure I did this either in first year or in second year, so it was still in the beginning. Okay. Okay. Close the door, Lala. Close the door, please. Please close the door. Thank you. Third year and fourth year, I basically started focusing more on video art and making sound pieces. So that's basically like I'd record every single sound, water droplets and birds and air, and then put on voiceover and create this like story and experience or whatever. I used to love creating experiences, and I think that's how I got familiar with just like sound design softwares and stuff and video editing and all of that stuff. So this one over here, I basically made that out of photocopies. So I did drawings on like, I think it was 120 pages. Okay, so basically for this artwork, what I did was I took a video of myself and then I printed out every single frame of this video on paper, and then I drew on every single page of that paper, and then I photocopied all of those pages, and then I put it together, every single frame again, into a video where you can see it looks like an animation. It looks like a live drawing, but it's like every page, literally every frame I've drawn on by hand, and that was the video. It's so incredible, guys. I love the thinking that went into it and how it turned out. Hello. Second video I'm going to show you, this one I did as one of my final art pieces as well. And basically I took a lamp, okay, and I basically shot this in front of a wall. I didn't have a studio, I didn't have anything, but I needed this vision to come to life. So I basically like put the lamp on the floor, and then I stood in one place and I did all of these movements, and then in post-production I made like myself look like I'm moving. Just had this like literally like, you know, like a reading lamp. Had that lamp on me to spotlight me, did effects. Like I can't even tell you how I made that video, because I improvised absolutely everything and it worked out really well, and I ended up getting a really, you know, good response from everyone who watched it. It was also exhibited in our final exhibition, so that was really cool, okay? But I really love experimental video and experimental sound, so I'm hoping like to tap back into that side. It's very different to cinema and cinematic. I don't think I fully like like want to necessarily create cinematic things, but rather like experimental, high quality visuals and sounds in life. Like that's just what I want to like do. You know what I mean? Amen. And then after varsity, life started happening. I started full-time like doing campaigns, influencing, and these are the artworks that I created. I don't have them in this place, they're stored somewhere else, but I'd really like to continue that. I really like the painting on a black canvas or on a black backdrop. Hey. Huh? What do I need to press? Anyway, I'd really like to continue that. But yeah, guys, when you're like into painting and you're also into video and also you're into social media and YouTubing and also printmaking and also DJing and then also like producing, do you pick one thing? Like honestly, that's the thing about doing a fine art degree. They will give you the skills to do absolutely everything, and then it's like deciding at the end, like you like it all. You like printmaking, you like photography, you like sound, you like performance, you like all of it. You know what I'm saying? Like what do you do? Do you do everything or do you do one thing? But like regardless, I know I'ma do something. Okay. Look at me, literally. Like I'm screaming artist, I'm screaming I want to see the world. I want the world to see me, to experience me, like no matter what my age is, my life experience. Like I always have a story to tell. However I need to tell it, I'm gonna tell it. Whether I'm making a YouTube video or I'm making a song or I'm making a set, I'm just gonna always try show up the best I can and also just like share my story, you know what I mean? So yeah guys, those are all of my artworks. Let me know what you guys think. If you study fine arts, what is your experience? And if you want to or have any questions, y'all can comment down below. My degree was just so unconventional, and I really think that it taught me how to like take the ideas in my head and be able to take it out. In my head, I said I want my hair to have these waves. Have I done these waves before? I don't think so, but somehow it came out. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna finish this pizza. I'm gonna finish packing. Yeah, I'm gonna see y'all when I see y'all. It's basically next week. So, love y'all. Bye.